have to do to get young people involved, to get anybody involved, is to make sure that politics is relevant. As we have been stuck between false choices of war for war or war for peace, we also have been stuck between choices of, well, really, what is the difference between X candidate and Y candidate when, you know, it comes down to the crunch. In Dennis Kucinich's candidacy, in his politics for the last 40 years, his message has been constant. There's been no break in it. Who you elect isn't only on the stands that they take when they take the polls and they find out, well, you know, this month this issue is high, so we're going to talk about this, and this issue is in vogue, so we're going to say that we're supporting that. It's really about knowing the thinker behind the thought, knowing the person and the thought that will be brought to office. If you have somebody who, like say you really are passionate about wanting peace, if you are going to elect somebody who is going to deliver on peace, you have to know the way that they think inside. If they buy into the idea that what the world is made up of warring camps, and you just got to make the most of it, you're going to just have war. Whereas when you understand the deeper connection of humanity, the interconnectedness and the interdependence, and the capacity that people really do have to live and work together, which is what we see in our communities every day. I mean, I haven't met any of you before, but I resonate with you. You resonate with me. We're like instant friends on that level. When we can see that we can reach out to people that we don't know on our domestic level, on our day-to-day lives, we can demystify international relations, because that's what international relations is about. It's about meeting people with a level of capacity of heart to actually reach out to them and find where you meet, where you can come together and agree on one thing, and then the differences don't seem so great, and you can really work together. With Iran and what's happening with Iran at the moment, Iran has reached out so many times to the United States, offering different options for negotiation. In 2003, they wrote extensively a proposal that put everything on the table. The question of nuclear ambition, Palestine and Israel situation, you name it, it was on there. Effectively, what the administration did was just cast it aside and put it in the bin. Since then, they have reached out and reached out and reached out and reached out. And every time they reach out and the administration slaps their hand and says, not interested, then it gives opponents in Iran, who are the more radical groups, the opportunity to gain strength. This is not what Iran is, and this is not what America is. When we saw after September 11th, I remember watching on the television these amazing pictures of all these Iranian people in